Yes. And we should be live right now. Oh, and we are live. Welcome, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the big show. This is Band Practice coming to you live and direct from New Orleans, Louisiana at Radio House Studios on all of the social media platforms. We're on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and we welcome everybody who's out there and everybody who's on their way. We are going to go live here. We're going live right now, in fact, with Modern Mimes out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and New Orleans, Louisiana. They happen to be my favorite band. You'll learn more about that here as we go. I would like to, I am your host. I'm the Honorable Reverend DJ Thug Nasty. Seated at my right is the beautiful and talented Red. She's the lead singer for Sour Candy, among other things. And she's new here at the Radio House, her first time co-hosting. She's lovely and beautiful and talented, and I could not be happier than to have you here with me. Please welcome Red. You'll be hearing from her in just a moment. We would like to say first thank you to all of our listeners on the radio. We operate 2 radio stations from this building. They are web pages, newrockradio.us and newcountryradio.us. You can access those pages anywhere you have internet access, Bluetooth it to the speaker, and you're listening to our radio station that we run right out of this building. And we'd love for you to do that. We're grateful for the hundreds of you that do that on the daily like I do. And we feature new rock, classic rock, and local music scene. And you will like it. And if you don't let us know, we might just change it. Thank you also to the band. Thank you to Modern Mimes, all the way out from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Right, you guys are just great. Thank you for making the trip. I'm excited about this, very excited about this. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm excited to have all of you here with us. Thank you very much. And let's see here. We'd like to say thank you to our sponsors as well, notably Petra Restaurant and Lounge in Laplace on Airline Highway, 985-359-8888. The best catering, the best wine selection, the best people really in the area. I love Petra.
I was going to say, even Modern Mimes could tell you, they are fabulous.
They are fabulous. We've been there actually twice this week, so that's awesome. Let's see here. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Red. And let me just say again, Red, I'm so happy to have you here. It's just wonderful.
I'm glad to be here.
Pleasant addition. So, Red.
And I'm super excited to be here with Modern Mimes. They are just an amazing band. Super excellent. They have so much talent coming to the stage and, coming into the studio. I can't believe you guys are even here. I'm a huge fan. I could go on and on about you guys forever. We got to jam together a little the other night. Just seeing you guys rehearse and being in action and, actually getting to see you guys live has been absolutely amazing. I cannot express enough how talented and wonderful I think you guys are. I think that, you guys have a lot of really good songs that are going to be major hits. I mean, major alternative rock hits you've got going on. I'd also like to thank some of our other sponsors. I could go on about you guys all day, honestly.
We'll have more time. We're going to meet the band. We're going to rock out. You guys are going to love this. Stick around. Call your friends. Call your enemies. Call your parents and your children. Check this out. This is going to be awesome. I'm so excited to have these guys in the studio. Sorry to cut you short, Red. Go back.
No, you're good.
Back to you. Were you finished?
All right.
You were doing advertisers. Yeah. That's right.
I was going to talk about Fatty's Restaurant and Bar. It's at 186 Museum Street in Garyville, Louisiana. They're open 5 days a week for lunch. They do dinner on Thursdays and Fridays. Their number is 985-535-5555. Go get you some Fatties. They're delicious. I've also had them too since I've been here.
Love Fatties.
And
Thank you,
wonderful.
Fatties.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to also thank one of our sponsors, Big Chief Heating and Air Conditioning. I cannot pronounce the road that they're on. What is it?
They're in Gramercy, Louisiana. Big Chiefs Heating and Air Conditioning.
Oh, that's the area.
They are your local authorized, trained dealer. They service all makes and models, though, have parts and inventory to support all of that. And they actually have a New Rock Radio hotline. When you call them, you don't have to tell them New Rock Radio sent you because they'll know if you call this number. That number is 225-224-7299. Big Chiefs Heating and Air Conditioning in Gramercy, Louisiana. They service the entire metropolitan area for New Orleans and Houma. And that number, put it in your cell phone. In fact, I would encourage everybody who hadn't done so already to contact Big Chiefs, have them come over and do their $100 service or whatever. You'll thank yourself years from now. The number is 225-224-7299. You don't even have to tell them we sent you. They'll know. So thank you very much for storing that number away. And back to you, Red.
Back to me? Oh, well, I guess so. Here we go with Modern Mimes. We're in Studio A, Radio House Studios, brought to you by newrockradio.us. please like and follow this great band. Please like and follow Radio House Studios, newrockradio.us, and newcountryradio.us. Go ahead, Steve.
Newcountryradio.us is the other station that we operate here in the building. If you like country music, you'll like that station. That one's a hit. In fact, coming as popular as a rock station, which has existed for 3 times or so as long. So anyhow, with that, she's right. Modern Mimes is here. Shut up, Steve. Let's hear some rock. Let's see here. We wanted to say first thank you to Peyton Gilcrease, who's out there on the stick. Sound man got called away by the chemical industry, and we've got our number one backup pinch hitter in there. Peyton, thank you a million for being here. He's a senior in high school. He's the goalie for the state champion soccer teams in their division. I mean, yeah, it's easier to score on Spider-Man than it is to score on Peyton. And then let's see here. What else do we have? Thanks again to Modern Mimes. Thanks again to all of you listeners. Thank you, Red. With that, we're going to turn our 360-degree RoboCam, and into the pane, we're going to bring Modern Mimes, coming to you live and direct from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and New Orleans, Louisiana, here in Studio A at the Radio House and on newrockradio.us.
Rushing around the crowd, Till I'm born again, I can feel the thing, ignorance is bliss. I can hear none of that noise, buried under the covers, can feel electrocution when I'm already down. Be safe to save your grace. Be safe to keep your face down. Be safe to keep your face down. Be safe to save your grace. Be safe to keep your face down. But you never allow. Be safe to keep your face down. Be safe to save your grace. Be safe to keep your face down.
Yes, indeed. That was Face Down. This is Modern Mimes from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Oh, my God, I love this band. That first song they played was Portals. I love that song, too, guys. You kick ass. I hope that y'all hear this good out there in Radio Land. Peyton, how do we sound down there? Let us know when you get a chance. Meanwhile, wow, that kicks ass, right, Red?
Absolutely.
Holy Toledo.
Oh, my gosh, you guys are amazing.
Wow,
I can't express that enough.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay, so like I said, that first song was Portals, and that's the second song I heard by you guys, by the way. First song I ever heard was Paranoia, and I was in love with it. I said, holy cow, this is great. And then I said, well, let me check into it. And then I heard Portals, and it's like, man, that's even better than the first one. I got to keep listening to this. It's better every time. And so that's what I encourage everybody out there to do, by the way. They've got new music out that was just released this month. On May the 12th. It's been out for 18 days. It's been on the radio station for 18 days. So anyhow, that first song, Portals, I love that. I love you guys. And I got to say, Until Heavy Heart came out a few days ago, which I think is my new favorite song. Portals, of course, was my favorite. So I was going to ask you, and this is Audie, by the way, on the lead vocals, the beautiful and talented Audie.
Hello, everybody.
So lovable. Am I right, Red? This
Absolutely.
is the sweetest person I think I know. No
you.
offense, Red.
Oh.
And so anyhow, until you guys came out with Heavy Heart, like I say, Portals, can you tell us about that song? Because I know it's an interesting story.
So with Portals, it was kind of inspired by some dreams that I have. I have a lot of strange, very nightmarish, post-apocalyptic dreams. But anyways, this one in particular, I kept having a recurring dream that I was kind of like at a shipyard, and that was kind of what led into different realms, so to speak. And in this particular one, I kept drowning and then going into another realm. And sometimes I get little snippets. I don't want to say I'm psychic, but I feel like we all can tap into psychic abilities, possibly. Maybe some of us have wider open doors than others. But yeah, sometimes I get certain little pieces that come to me, and in that particular song, I'm talking a lot about pandemonium and pressure on your lungs, and it kind of all seemed to make sense to me when the pandemic happened, and I was like, okay, this is what that meant.
Absolutely.
And like I said, it relates on so many levels. In fact, when I talked to you about the song, I actually thought it was about something entirely different. But, I mean, it could be translated exactly that way. It's real artistic what these guys are doing. If you hadn't seen it already lyrically, you guys have, like, lyric videos and stuff. They make great videos. We're going to talk about that stuff, too. Meanwhile, I'm taking Red's time again. I'm sorry,
No,
Red.
you're good. I actually wanted to ask Audie. I wanted to ask you some questions about maybe your vocals. Do you have any kind of training, any kind of background? How long have you been doing this? What got you into doing this kind of thing?
So I was about 4 years old when I started to sing, and it was just kind of, I guess, like mimicking what I saw on MTV. And I just started to sing ballads. I don't know why, particularly ballads, but it was ballads. And my parents overheard me, and they're like, oh my God, she could actually sing. And not much was made out of it. I was a really shy, awkward kid. And I had a lot of stage. I'm still shy and awkward. And I still get a lot of nerves.
It definitely
but
doesn't translate on stage at all. I mean, you just rocked the entire
Right.
show.
These are rock stars. It does not translate on stage, or maybe that's what sets you free, but it's beautiful to see. I love it.
I was also going to say,
Absolutely.
you've come a long way from ballads for sure. I mean, this is awesome. It's rocking.
That's
Thank
right.
you,
From shy
thank
to
you.
this, that's quite a transformation.
Yeah, and I mean, they pushed me to sing on a cruise one time. Like, they had like those talent shows on the cruise, and I must have been like 12 or 13. That was the first time I sung in front of a crowd, and I got a standing ovation. And I almost didn't do it because I was so nervous, but I'm glad that my parents
I'm definitely
pushed
glad
me.
that you did. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
It was worth it in the long haul for sure. I mean, just an amazing voice. I cannot express to you enough like how much I have adoration for you guys, and especially your voice and a lot of the lyrics and things that you guys do. Is there anything in particular that you want to mention about, like, lyric wise? You write most of the lyrics particularly?
Yes. With the exception of Stare, I've written all the lyrics. Yeah, first and foremost, I feel like writing is my main craft, and I just like to consider myself a vessel, and I allow whatever come through, and that's what comes out. It comes pretty naturally, and I try to never force it really, and it just comes when it comes.
Absolutely. Well, it comes really well, so it's
Thank
really
you.
good. You sound amazing, and I definitely love a lot of your lyrics and the way they translate, and I relate to them a lot like Steve does too. So, oh, I need to eat the mic a little more. Sorry.
Okay, well, man, and right, I'm inspired too, and I knew she would be, and I know she's a fan, and that's why I wanted to have her in here on the podcast with us, and I'm so glad you said you wanted to be here, and you are just a natural. Speaking, though, of being on a cruise ship and singing, you guys have coming up the Rock and the Valor cruise, which is going to be leaving out of New Orleans on the Carnival Cruise Line, the Valor, and that trip goes from October the 30th of this year to November the 4th, which covers Halloween. There's going to be, I assume there's like a costume party or something that's going to be happening there.
Oh yeah.
I should go. I don't do well with cruise ships. I think my wife actually wants to go, and she's probably going to, force that on me, and then I'll just eat a bunch of Dramamine or whatever. But we're about to make a decision on that, and I hope.
Doesn't work, man. It doesn't work at
No,
all.
Something's
Dramamine's
got to
great.
work. The
There's
tequila didn't work last time, so maybe that's the answer.
Tequila might work this
Right.
The tequila and the pressure points. There's like these little wristbands with the pressure points.
That works less.
That helped me a lot. I kind of got scarred from one of the cruises that we last went on years ago because there was some bad storms in the sea. So I got kind of a little bit scarred, but I'm really excited about this because Halloween cruises rock.
Halloween's so
more
much
can
fun.
you-
Rock and
what
roll.
more can you ask
Exactly, right?
Well, you might be able to look forward to Steve and I getting our little pressure point wristbands. And
Right,
coming
pressure
out with
point
you
wristbands and
guys.
getting out there. I mean, it's probably
Crossing our
worth turning
fingers,
3
yeah.
colors of blue and whatever else. Well, and I'll tell you why, because it's not only is Modern Mimes going to be featured, but also the Almas, Reign of Z, Tantric, Scotty Austin, formerly of Saving Abel, Tantric, Out of Darkness, South of Eden, and Altered Sun. That's a lot of good rock music right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's some good stuff. So you can still get tickets. And if you get your tickets through the band or MK Music, there's a block of them. So you get your reservation and you're in, and then you get exclusive tickets to the events and stuff. I mean, it's not like the whole boat of 3,000 people or whatever's involved. Something like 400 seating or whatever. So I mean, it's one of those deals. It's going to be intimate. You're going to see this great band and a lot of great bands. The radio station features a number of these, and we've seen a bunch of these as well. And so with that, if you don't have anything to add, I'm going to beg these people to play us some more music.
Absolutely. Please do.
Please play some more music for us. That was fantastic. Thank you, Audie. It was a pleasure to visit with you. You guys are fantastic, and we just love you. Oh, you know what else? I'm sorry. Before we do it, we got some comments.
Absolutely.
First off, Soundman checks in. He says, it sounds great to me. If he says it, then it's right.
Thank you.
In fact, we're getting that from a bunch of people. Sounds great from Immortal Arachnid. Immortal Arachnid, that's my ex-wife. No, anyhow, Kevin, Leslie, Wendy, Speak Up Red, ha. See that? I told you need to get into the mic a little bit there, dear.
Is this good enough for you?
Yes. And
Okay.
then,
Get closer.
right. And then also Wendy comments that Shy does not show she is awesome. I could not agree more than that, more, Wendy. So anyhow, enough of that. I'm slowing it down. We're going to hear some awesome rock. This is Modern Mimes coming to you live and direct from Studio A at Radio House Studios on newrockradio.us. Yeah, a little cover tune, 9 Inch Nails. I love it. You guys are awesome. Okay, so anyhow, what's up next? You guys are going to play a couple more tunes, I think. I don't think I was going to break, was I? Okay, well, we're going to get right into some more music, guys. That was a cover tune by a New Orleans band, 9 Inch Nails, Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross and those guys. You might even know them, huh, Justin? You guys used to hang out, I bet you. We'll learn more about Justin. Did you? You know those guys?
No, I don't actually, but oddly enough, I used to deliver when I worked for BMW back in the early 2000s. I used to deliver to an elderly lady directly across the street from where Trent Reznor lived.
Oh, no kidding. Well, see, that's a brush with fame, right? You deliver a car to somebody across the street from fame. That counts. Meanwhile, here you are, and you are famous, right? And here I am sitting in the room with you. You guys are great. I'm going to let you get right
We're
back
trying.
to it. You're doing fine, brother. I love it. Yes, indeed. Modern Mimes. Awesome.
Oh my
Thank you.
gosh.
This is really, I mean, this is so exciting for me. To you guys, I can't say enough how thrilled I am to have y'all here. Y'all are just fantastic. And we've got another one in this set. I'm going to let y'all get right to it. Do you guys need anything, by the way?
No, we're great.
We are good, my brother. You've taken care of us so well.
It's been my pleasure. I could not be happier to host anybody else. I tell you what, you guys are fantastic. So there's another one coming up right now. I tell you, that last one that we heard was what was that last one? Oh, it was Mind Lies, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, Mind Lies was that last one, and before that, it was the cover tune before that, and then next up, well, I'll let you. I guess I'll let you.
Paranoia next.
There
Some of
we
you out there
go.
might know this one. It's very
I
easy to
love this song. This is the original song that made me fall in love with you guys.
And me too, as it ends up. And I tell you what else is cool about this song. It's got a cool video. You can go to modernmimes.com and check out all their videos. We'll talk about the video for the new one, Heavy Heart, that comes out tomorrow, actually. And so, but anyhow, Paranoia is a cool video, maybe the coolest of all of them. Check that one out first if you haven't seen any Modern Mimes videos, and I will let you get right to it. Sorry again, guys. I'm a
Thank
big
you,
fan.
Steve.
Geeking out over here.
It's like a dream, but you never see, but you never win. But we turn a page and take me down to the valley. The always senses me.
Yes, indeed. That was awesome. Yes, indeed. Here I'm
Thanks,
claiming favorite songs, right? That was so awesome to be in a room with you guys playing my first favorite song by you guys. I'm taking your thunder again, ain't I, Red? I'm going to stop doing that.
No, you are perfectly fine and entitled to that, Steve, because I wouldn't be able to keep my mouth shut if I were you either. If I'm watching you guys, I mean, amazing.
Thank you, man.
The
Thank you. That
stage
means a lot.
presence, the double vocals you guys had going on. I mean, it's just amazing. You guys really put on a show. Not only that, but you guys really you just sell it. You sell yourselves. You're fabulous. You're wonderful. I can't express that enough.
Thank you. That means a lot to us, man. Thank you. And thanks again for having us, by the way.
We love you guys.
Did you guys want to play another one before we take a little break and talk to Justin? We had Apes up next. Interesting story about the song Apes.
We
By
can talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can take a break and talk about it.
little break first, and then we'll come back. Interesting
Getting a
story
little
about
warm
this song
in here
Apes.
after that performance, I'm telling you.
Right.
I can't handle it sometimes.
We'll give you a break, man. So anyhow, I'll get to the Apes thing, I guess, right before we come back. Well, anyhow, our programmer here is a guy by the name of Austin Jacob, and he's somebody I've known for a long time. I trust this young man with my life. He's a great guy. He knows rock and roll music, and I trust his taste basically entirely. And by the way, when he asks me what my taste is, my answer is modern mimes, right? And so he gets it. And so anyhow, when we first started with this idea, I said, look, I really love modern mimes. You know, here's Paranoia. I love Portals. I love Hate. We'll hear that one later tonight. And I said, check them out, and find some other stuff that's cool. And of course, he came out with, it's like 18 songs that we currently carry, actually plus Heavy Heart, so it's 19 songs that we play currently on the radio. And he went in and he dug these up, Stunt Double and Gray and My Own Summer, which is another cool covered tune by this band. And then he came back with this Ape song, and I'd never heard of that one. How old is that tune, by the way? That's early on, huh?
That's off the first album, and we're on the fourth right now.
So yeah, off the
An old
first
one.
album, and he went and found that one, and I tell you, I love that tune. And of course, when he picked it, and it's like, wow, I didn't even know that. In fact, when I heard it the first time, it's like, who is that? It's like, wow, it's Modern Mimes, and I didn't even know. What kind of fan am I? So anyhow, thanks to Austin, our programmer, he does all kinds of cool stuff around here, and he found the song Apes that's coming up next here. So we'll get to that here in just a minute. And before we go there, the man in the back driving the engine is from New Orleans, Louisiana. Got Big Easy written all over this guy.
Big, yes I do. Big, real easy like Monday morning.
Yes, indeed. And that's easy like Sunday morning. Well,
Like
he's back
Monday
there.
morning
He's the
for me,
man. That's Justin Perez on the drums. What a great guy. And we spent some time together, of course, this week. In fact, we went to, on Sunday night, a place we'd love to go. Fat Cat Saloon over there in Prairieville for their open mic. In fact, the whole band came with us. Red was there. That was just a great time.
Yeah, that was
That was
great,
cool.
man. That was awesome. I've been a few times, and that's actually the first time I was able to jam, man. That was a great time. It was a lot of fun.
That was a whole lot of fun. I look forward to doing it again when you guys come off a tour. In fact, we might have the opportunity before you get too far away from here. Maybe after that Natchez gig. That would be cool as could be. And we
Absolutely.
contacted our buddy Jeff over there, and Jeff came out to party with us. Oh, I could not
Yes,
have had
sir.
more fun that night except for the fun that I'm having here tonight. And then the other thing that I was going to say about Justin before I turn it over to Red is, man, I'm watching you. You move so fast, the stick tricks and stuff. I don't know if that comes across on the camera as well as we can see it here in the studio. But, I mean, he's tossing them around back there and spinning them around. He's so cool with his hands.
Thank you, man.
And I'm watching your legs as you're pumping that double bass. It's moving so fast, I can't even see them moving. It looks like they're not even moving. Maybe that's the strobe lights or whatever. You are really humming back there.
I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with the strobe lights.
Right? I mean, he is humming back there, and I'm just amazed by the hands work of this guy. And then I don't mind telling you, he showed us some magic tricks earlier this week. Did he show you any of his magic tricks?
Yes, he did. I saw a couple card tricks
I
that I
brutally
was
butchered a few
totally
of them,
impressed
though, I must
with.
say.
But he claims to have butchered a few of them, although I was totally impressed. Red was too, right?
Oh no, I was joking. They were not that good.
I
It
mean,
was
yeah,
fun. It was
Hey,
definitely fun,
I
but
never claimed to be a
he
magician.
butchered a
I am
couple of them, and
musician
it was
who loves
more
magic.
entertaining than anything.
He impressed me. That one
Yeah.
with the construction pencils, it moved so fast. I absolutely did not see it happen. And he told me what he was doing. I still couldn't see it happen. I was amazed.
You got to
Thank
finish
you,
that
man.
one magic trick you started showing me the other day. You got to finish that one. I'm looking forward to that.
I will. I
So,
will.
yeah.
Later tonight when we're eating pasta from the lovely Petra.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you
Yes.
go. Way
Petra,
to shout
yes.
out
Looking
to
so-
Pasta.
so
Petra,
delicious.
and Petra's delivering catering tonight, so we're gonna chow down already tonight on some great
Shout out
Petra.
to them. Thank
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys so much
Thank
for
you,
everything.
Petra.
Thank you so much. This has just been fantastic. And so, and our buddy Jeff, by the way, we played a gig with him over at Ace Billiards. Sour Candy did, And that was the most fun time. And he ordered a pizza while we were playing the gig. We showed you the
Yeah,
video,
we
right?
saw that. Actually, forgive me, I can't remember her name.
Leslie.
Jenny?
Jenny.
think
Jenny
Jenny-
showed it to you.
She was actually, she
this
showed,
evening.
yeah, she showed it to me again.
Oh,
That's
it's
one of the funniest
hilarious.
things
We
I've
were
ever seen.
playing a gig.
That's new. Like, I'm known for doing some really weird stuff, but that is a first.
But
That's
it
absolutely
inspires you, though, right? It inspires you.
It, absolutely. Now
There
I
we
have
go.
to top that.
Gonna
I've
have
never
to
eaten
top
pizza
that.
while playing. That's impressive.
I don't think you have to try very hard. Like, I mean, to top that, because I mean, you're amazing. So.
Well, but he's talking about topping crazy.
Is this like
I
a
think.
bless my heart amazing, or is it like amazing?
Amazing,
I know what that
absolutely
means.
amazing.
I know what that bless my heart stuff
your
means.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
bless my
bless your little heart. Yeah.
I guess we sound
mean,
too chummy.
again
Thank
with the
you.
stage presence, like even Justin, you're back there on the drums and you're conveying such emotion and such presence. Like, you know, I can't focus on one
Yup.
of you guys at a
Thank you very
time
much.
because I have to be looking at everybody.
Yup.
Thank you guys very much.
That's fantastic. You what a great drummer, what a great guy. That's Justin back there on the back, the engine that drives this machine. And I can't name. I know a lot of drummers. I can't name 4 or 5 of them that can do that. You know what I'm saying? Can do what you're doing right here, the way that you're doing it. I'm totally impressed. So is Red. We've talked a whole bunch. Ernesto seems to have dried up just a little bit. So with that, we're going to play a song coming up. It's called Apes off of the first album. If you've never heard it, turn up the radio. Modern Mimes, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, New Orleans, Louisiana.
We should know, we should know better. We should know, we should know, we should know better. We should know, we should know, we should know better. We should know, we should know, we should know better by now. We should know, we should know, we should know better. Let it every day, always falling when we ever wait. It's a planet every day, always fighting for the thrill of fighting. We'll be, we will be the death of us. So we'll be, we will be the death of us. So we'll be, we will be the death of us. So we'll be the death of us.
Yes, indeed, Apes by Modern Mimes off of the first album. If you're just joining us, this is Modern Mimes from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and New Orleans, Louisiana, here live at the Radio House Studios on newrockradio.us. I am DJ Thug Nasty. I am here with the beautiful and talented Red. We are hosting this thing. We are geeking out over here because we're big fans of this group. I hope y'all are liking it as much as we are, and it's great to have you here with us. Thank you for sticking around. We got more great stuff in store for you. We got this. We're gonna talk a little bit here with Ernesto. We got all kind of stuff to talk about with you, buddy. So buckle in. Would y'all need anything to drink? You want a beer back there, Justin? I'm good. We're good. Okay. Well, let's get right into it. I was gonna ask you right off the bat, Ernesto, if you got the breath for it. Tell us how one of your songs comes together. I thought this was a fascinating conversation from the other day.
Oh yeah, man. Usually I'll just start writing some music on the guitar, some riffs on bass or whatever, and then I'll present it to Audie, and she hates it right away. And then she'll eventually start liking it and start writing some lyrics. So basically, the process is I'll write something, we'll fight about it, and then a song will come out. So that's usually how it works.
And do you ever win any of those arguments, or you just get persuaded into doing things exactly the way she would have otherwise drawn it up? Okay.
But here's the thing. She wins the battles, I win the war.
There you go. Well, it works, right? I guess they call it, right? I guess they call it conflict management or whatever.
Yeah. The key is to make you believe you won the war.
Ah, it's black
There it
magic
is.
is what it is. All of
It
this,
is black magic.
all this meditating and pressure points and whatnot.
Exactly.
So did you want to add anything about the songwriting experience, Audie? You tell us maybe about how you throw the lyric. I mean, I guess we know a little bit about your clairvoyance or your semi-clairvoyance.
A little bit, yeah. It's there. Actually, it's funny enough. There's a story about that. My mom used to go to a psychic, and she told me that I think she said that we would end up married, which we did. And she also said that I was a little bit psychic, and I was just that kind of stayed in the back of my head, but I didn't pay too much mind. And then the more life I lived, the more I realized that she was correct.
Some people have vision, right? There's so few of us.
I was gonna say a lot of us are more in tune than others.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay,
yeah,
Red and I'd be
it's
able to make
weird.
the claim.
It's
I was
kind of like
teasing
being
about
in
myself.
tune with what's going on. you
Mhm.
know?
But there's definitely that fine line between tapping into the future and then also keeping your sanity. So that's kind of like the line I'm
Yes.
balancing right now.
Oh yeah.
You're doing a fine job, and artistically it's
Thank you.
beautiful. I just love it. I love the lyrics and the music. You guys are just fantastic. And then you found Justin. This could not be any better. All right, and the other thing I was going to bring up is this guitar that you have. This is a Galveston guitar.
That is right.
I actually have tons of comments right now about your guitar and how awesome it is,
Oh,
and
cool.
I have to say it's really cool, and that's
Thank you.
extra part of like the stage presence to me is like that's entertaining to watch you switch back and forth from guitar to bass. That's
yeah,
so
it was
cool.
actually, I had no idea this was ever going to happen. Can you guys hear me okay, by the way? We're good?
Kevin did say to get into the mic a little more.
Okay, so basically this guitar kind of came about where I kind of had this idea where it'd be kind of cool if I could play bass and guitar at the same time somehow, because when we started, it was just her and I. We were a duo. And, you know, I kind of mentioned it out loud, and then one day for my birthday, it just showed up on my doorstep. And
Magically.
it
That's
magically
awesome.
showed up.
More of that black
Somebody,
magic.
I know.
That's what I was gonna say. More of that black magic, huh?
Yeah, more black magic. That's what we're about. We're all about the dark arts and the black magic and all sorts of crawfish and stuff.
Don't
So it
forget
shows
about
up as a
crawfish pies.
gift, and she probably had to get some help carrying it to the doorstep because that thing's kind of heavy around your
I
neck.
need help
A little
right now
bit.
with it. That's all right though.
You're gonna wind up in traction before you're 40, right? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's a beautiful machine, and it's no longer available, right? I mean,
No,
it's
well,
kind of an
there-
antique.
There are some that are available to buy online, but they're no longer being made. They're no longer being, you know.
That's really
produced,
probably what I
so,
should have
yeah.
said. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't get a new one. Let's say it that
You
way.
can't
I
get a
guess.
brand new one. So the deal with this company is that they started out a while back, and they were kind of going to compete with Gibson guitars, and you know, they made some really good stuff for fairly cheap, kind of, you know, diamond in the rough kind of stuff. And unfortunately, Gibson, being the powerhouse monsters that they are, they just kind of took over, and yeah, that's kind of how that all happened. And I'm lucky enough to have one of these, and you can probably get one too back at home if you guys want to look for it. eBay.
Yeah, that's where I found that one, and it wasn't easy to find. I think there was like maybe 2 other ones that I could find out of the whole internet. I'm sure there's more out there, but for some reason when I was checking, there was only like 3.
On a global search, if you come up with only 3, that's pretty rare, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And what a cool machine that is. And I mean, I'm not going to go run out and buy one because I don't think I could ever do. You
I'll
know.
buy you one day, buddy.
Man, okay, you'll have to teach me how to play it too. But
I will.
yeah, if you're game, I am too, man. What a cool looking machine. What a cool way to play it. I guess you could see that at home. Ernesto switches from his own tracks in some of these songs. Play one of the instruments versus the other. It's awesome to see live. I've seen you guys a half a dozen, 7 or 8 times maybe, and you get better every time. By the way, and that's something to see live. This whole thing is something to see live. I guess you could already tell that out there in Radio Land. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Red. She said we've got some comments. I'm curious about that. And she has some other items. Ernesto, you were the man. You were rocking it here tonight. Thank you for being here, brother. Love you, man.
Oh yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing you guys more. And in a second, I kind of want to get into the topic of you guys' schedule, but first, I did want to let you guys know that we have. Let's see some comments. Wendy says, "I think that is the coolest guitar I've ever seen." Ernesto is badass. We've had some comments about how amazing Audie's voice is. I can't. Oh,
Thank you,
probably
guys.
because my mouse is over here. We have. Let's see. What do we have right now?
We have a bunch of 'em.
Sounds killer. Sounds great. Eat the mic, Ernesto. Don't be shy. Yeah.
What up? Is that better?
I don't know. I'm waiting on Kevin to
It is,
message and be like, "Oh yeah, I think."
Well, I
that
think
sounds
he pulled
better."
off the interview. I think it was right at the beginning he said that. These things don't happen instantaneously.
Also, I kind of just
yeah.
wanted to throw this out there real quick. If you guys have questions in the comments, feel free to drop them in there, and we'll do our best to
Yes.
answer all of them if we can.
I've definitely been trying to kind of put in some little taglines of like, "Hey, tell us how you feel about Audie. Tell us how you feel about Justin and Ernesto." You know, and Leslie said that was much better that you eating the mic.
Yeah.
Can you guys
Hi,
tell me a
Leslie.
little about your? Can you guys tell me a little bit about your schedule? I think Thursday 6.
Yep. June 1st,
Yeah,
Thursday.
June 1st.
That'll be the
we'll
Marsh
at
Room.
The Marsh Room in Metairie, Louisiana, right here, very close to here.
That's the start of the tour. The Heavy
That is
Heart,
the start.
the Heavy Heart tour starts. Heavy Hearts tour starts at Marsh Room in Metairie. It's a great spot. I've seen you there before.
Yeah.
We will be there. We're gonna go get there and get some of those. We're gonna go there and get some of those great hamburgers.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Food
they're
is
good.
phenomenal.
The food is
Gotta
really
get the
good
Marsh
there.
burger for sure.
The Marsh Burger,
Yes,
you sure
I
are right about
recommend
that. And so we're going to go do that, and we're going to catch Ventress in that same show. We play Ventress here on the radio station. great group out of Baton Rouge. You guys have never played with Ventress before?
We haven't. Our good friend Jab Leon is going to be playing with us as well, so that's going to be cool.
We have them too.
That's some
Jab
hip-hop.
Leon, and also Temptra is going to be there. It's a $15 cover charge. It's worth 10 times that, maybe 20. The doors are going to open up at 7 o'clock. The show starts at 8. Again, the food there is really great. I encourage you to get there early. I also discourage you from parking anywhere where it looks like you shouldn't park over there. It's like tow-away city in some spots. So if it looks fishy, park somewhere else is my advice there. And then that's Thursday night, the first big night. Its show starts at 8, doors at 7. Then on Saturday night, we're back to Red's home track.
No, actually, I think it's Friday. It's
Friday.
the second.
Friday-
Yes,
Friday's
at the
6-2. I'm
Cannery
sorry,
in
I'm messing
Biloxi,
that up.
Mississippi. That is a venue I am very familiar with, and I love them. You guys will actually be there with Love the Hate, and
That's right.
I also love them. We also feature them on newrockradio.us. So
They're coming to the band practice podcast. They'll be here soon. We hadn't scheduled
Yes.
it, but they'll be here soon.
And Rise of the Phoenix, who I also know, and they're fabulous. Who else we have? Closure will be there.
Closure from NOLA.
Yep.
They got a new single out. We got it on the radio. We loaded it the same day we loaded Heavy Heart. So and it was called Foolish Man. Cool tune, very cool tune by them.
And I think all of those are featured on
All of those groups are featured.
Yes.
So the Cannery's got a nice stacked list. If you can make it out to Biloxi, if you're anywhere in the area, get to this show. You'll thank me later.
I will definitely be there. I can't not be there. That's that's right next to my hometown. I have to be there, and I have to see you guys again. I mean, you guys again.
And we'll
wonderful.
see, and I'll see you there too. Leslie and I are gonna head out there. We wouldn't miss it.
Oh,
And
it's
that's
gonna be a party.
Yes, indeed. It's only a $10 cover, $7 doors, $8 show.
We got Saturday. You guys have another gig Saturday too. So
We do.
if we didn't mention before, you guys are on tour right now.
We are on
yes.
tour, yes. We are happy to announce that actually that tour, the Heavy Arts Tour, is actually starting right here in Louisiana. And we're going to be at the Locust Alley in Natchez, Mississippi. It's going to be a great one. Actually, the same gentleman who's putting on that cruise owns Locust Alley, so looking forward to seeing him and just looking forward to playing there, man. It's going to be a great time.
Absolutely.
Well, that's awesome. And Natchez, Mississippi, Locust Alley. We didn't get the other bands that are going to be there, but I can tell you, whoever that you got lined up, they're probably awesome because that site has been getting a bunch of good shows in there lately. And I understand that guy has a restaurant that's right there in town. It's also really good.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I forget the name of it, but the food is to die for, so you definitely want to go. It's just down the street, so.
I'd like to meet him, and if I can one day, and since I got a mutual friend with you guys, maybe we'll make that happen. And he's the same guy. I guess you just said this. He coordinated the Rock and the Valor thing. So reminder that you can still get tickets to Rock and the Valor. It's loaded with great bands, including this one, which is my favorite, of course. And then
By the time you guys get to that cruise, I think you guys will have a new single out, or is it 2 new singles? Or am I lying?
We'll definitely have one.
You guys
New
have a new
single
single
out
coming
after,
out, yes, and a new video out tomorrow. Am
We
I
have a
wrong?
new video coming out tomorrow, yes, for Heavy Heart.
well, and the new Heavy Heart is the brand new single too. I mean, right there's the new single right there. Is Heavy Heart,
Yes.
just released on the 12th. It's 18 days old. It's an awesome tune. You're going to hear it here tonight. And that video, I actually saw it. I probably shouldn't say
You
it.
did.
I got
You got a
sneak peek
sneak
on that
peek?
video. It's awesome. It's awesome. You're going to see it and you're going to love it.
I'm kind of upsetty spaghetti that I didn't get to see the video and Steve gets to see the video. Oh my gosh! No, I'm just kidding.
We'll show it to
guys
you
are
after
awesome.
the podcast.
I was like, this is honestly, I told you guys I love Paranoia. This new song, Heavy Heart. I mean, it's. Oh my gosh, this is it for you guys. This
Yeah,
is
it's my
like
new
the
favorite,
catalyst
too.
right here. This is my absolute favorite. It's so catchy. I get it stuck in my head all the time. Like, I'll be walking. I don't know if you guys have heard me walking up and down the halls singing it since you've been visiting, but it's definitely a good one.
That's awesome.
But before we get to that, we are going to play Down and Dead. I think is up next.
Down and
Yep.
Dead.
Down and Dead, which
Oh, I
is the
kinda
title
jumped
from
the
the
gun,
last tour.
man.
We did jump the Heavy Heart because we're so excited to hear it, but it's coming right up. Meanwhile, right now, this is Modern Mimes live from Studio A at the Radio House. This is Down and Dead.
When you're feeling down.
beautiful. A godsend, everything was so bad. As soon as you still have salvation, in the moment let pass. The feelings that keep you trapped, losing no war, and the strength you need is in you. But when it's feeling so good, pray for more. When you're feeling down, down and dead. When you're feeling down. Woo! Point of view, believe you can hear me from the dark row and show you have within you. It's in your hands, angels in the love you. The patience feel virtue, steady oceans, rinsing worry from you. Remembering your own truth, you're only human. Oh, and you're feeling down, down and dead. Oh, and you're feeling down. Down in that hole, and I'm feeling down. Down in that hole, and I'm feeling down. Lost and illusions, open your hands, let me in. Treading on the edge, don't give Oh, and you're feeling down. Oh, and you're feeling down. Oh, and you're feeling down.
Come on, Louisiana.
Oh, and you're feeling down. Oh, and you're feeling down. You're feeling down, 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 down. Oh, and you're feeling down. Oh, and you're feeling down. When you feel down.
Yes, indeed, down and dead. This is Modern Mimes. You guys are great. I'm not going to slow it down anymore. Let's hear the next one that you guys have planned. This is more awesome stuff. This is a song called Stare.
Through your eyes, see the sun, will see the light. But every day we'll meet its fate at midnight. So if I drive, will we agree to stay alive? The universe is never worse if you lie, but I won't be there if you don't play fair tonight. You'll be lost in line, deadlights in the sky tonight, giving you best to stay bright. Deadlights in the sky tonight, giving you wrong to stay bright.
That was awesome. That was a song called Stare. How old is that tune, by the way?
That is off the second album.
Second album. That one's been around a while, too. And I've known about that one for a while. I love it. That's very cool. These guys have really great songs. You are listening to Modern Mimes. I saw somebody message in, who am I listening to? It is awesome. That comes from somebody, Martin Felix.
They also asked, when are you guys going to be in NOLA or around the area again?
Well, that's a good question. And the
thing?
answer is 2 nights from tonight at the Marsh Room in Metairie. It's a $15 cover over there. They've got Ventress. They've got Jab Leone, who's a solo artist, really great. And they got a group called Temptra. $15 cover charge. Doors at 7. Show is at 8. Headlining of Modern Mimes. It's worth any price, and we'll be there. You're going to love it. In fact, go early to the Marsh Room and get some hamburgers or any of the food they serve. It's great over there. And then Martin asked, and that's right, Martin is a friend from last time. He came in with the guys from Nothing Sacred. Thanks for watching, Martin. Thank you for sticking around. This, by the way, is Modern Mimes from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and New Orleans, Louisiana. They debuted a new single 18 days ago called Heavy Heart, and we downloaded it and put it on our radio station that very same day. The video for that song is due out tomorrow. I got a sneak peek at it. I'm just going to say you're going to love it. We love this song. Red.
I am the biggest fan of this song.
We love this song.
Like I said, I get this song stuck in my head all the time. This is like #1 hit. Like I can just see this. Like this is it. Like
singing it all day. I mean,
oh my gosh,
it's
yeah.
a great tune. It's a great video, and you're about to hear it live in Studio A from the Radio House in New Orleans, Louisiana. Brought to you by newrockradio.us. We've got MK Music, by the way, in the building. Nolan is here, I see. And thank you to Nolan.
About time, Nolan.
I know.
About time, Nolan. Thank you for being here, bud. And thank you, MK Music, for bringing us Modern Mimes and other groups that we feature on the station, one of whom is going to be with you guys. I'm not going to go into other groups. Let's talk about Modern Mimes and this new single. It's called Heavy Heart. It is our new favorite. I bet you it's going to be your new favorite as well. You can get it anywhere you get music, Spotify, iTunes. You can listen to newrockradio.us every day like I do, and you will hear it on the regular. This is Heavy Heart, brand new, Modern Mimes. We're at the Radio House, New Orleans, Louisiana.
It's like the sunless summer, starless skies are gray, running empty on the days. Scattered down the deep sea, strain on the atmosphere. Heavy hearts beware. It's wrath in the silence on my heavy heart, like a black hole, light escaping death. Goodbye the dawn, goodbye the pain, goodbye the sky on my heavy heart. Race to horizon, this one always near. I guess I'd hang here. The lamps in deep sea, strain on the atmosphere. The hearts beware. There's wrath in the silence on my heavy heart, like a black hole,
coming from beyond my islands, infinite rays of gold bleed on the skyline. Take it in, seize it in before it's black again. It's wrath in the silence on my heavy heart, like a black hole, light escaping death by the dawn, by the pain, by the scar on my heavy heart.
That's it, guys. That is the new single, Heavy Heart. That was awesome. I don't know if it sounded as good out there in the regular world as it did in this room. My teeth are chattering. That was so good in here, right? I mean, I
Yes.
felt
Oh
that
my
in my,
gosh.
I felt that in my soul. I tell you what, that was just awesome.
Apparently, some people in the comments were also feeling it for sure. They said they're going to need CDs, merch. The singer is awesome, and the band is awesomeness.
And for CDs and merch, of course, you can get the music anywhere you get music, and you can get all of this stuff and some new merch on its way, and plenty of cool merch already there at modernmimes.com.
That's it.
Spells just like it sounds, modernmimes.com out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and New Orleans, Louisiana. It has been, I mean, this show has just been spectacular. I love it.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna play just one more song for you guys and call it a night and send these guys on tour. We're gonna remind you that they start at the Marsh Room in Metairie Thursday night. Friday night they're at the Cannery in Biloxi, Mississippi, and then they
I
head
will
over
be there.
and we'll be at both of those shows. All
Yes.
of us will be, and then
Some
we are
folks
all.
in the comments are also planning on coming to you guys' shows too.
Y'all
so.
come party with us. Get your burgers and your beers, and we're going to get us some Modern Mimes. It's awesome. You're going to love it. And then they're off to Natchez, Mississippi. And if you're anywhere near Natchez, Mississippi, know people in Natchez, Mississippi, have family, friends, enemies, get them to that show if they can't make either of the first two or even if they can. So we're going to be closing it out here with one last song from these guys. We'll have a few parting comments. Before we do that, did you guys have anything you wanted to say for this last blast?
Absolutely. I just want to thank you from the bottom of our heart. Radio House Studios, give it up for them. Please give them a follow if you're not following them already. This is a passion project that's just taken over, and it's amazing. Steve, you've been nothing short of amazing to us. And Red, thank you for all of your hospitality. Leslie, all you guys, Peyton running the sound, and Byron, who was here earlier. Thank you guys so much.
And Justin, thanks, man.
My pleasure. Real quick, I'd like to give a shout out to Rob and Jay Roop at the Marsh Room for always treating us like family too.
Rob and Jay Root at the Marsh
Rob and Jay
Room.
Roop.
And we do love you guys. I love going to the Marsh Room. I love seeing you guys at the Marsh Room. I've done that before, and I'm looking forward to doing it again. So from Justin to the guys in Marsh Room, thank you. And they'll see you soon, 2 days. So with that, we're going to let these guys get to this one. This is one of my favorites. I really love this one. It's called Love Hate, and it'll be our last one for the night. As for your thanks to us, you are so certainly welcome. You are welcome here at any time. We will roll out the best red carpet we could find, and we'd love to get you back here as early and as often as possible. This is Modern Mimes from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We are bringing them to you live and direct from Studio A at the Radio House, newrockradio.us, New Orleans, Louisiana.
So much to say. Remove these bonds, remove these got so much to say. Since my love gets in the way, how much longer will I take with my love? Stop, pussy, pussy, money, money, marijuana really got me going bananas. Take it slow. Let it go. Well, I'm not a liar, I'm not gonna deny. I've got love, ain't a liar, I'm not gonna deny. No, I'm not a liar, I'm not gonna deny. I've got love, ain't a liar, I'm not gonna deny. I've got love, hey. Can't fight me with fear now, so if you can't fight it with love. And the only voice that's real is the one inside your skull. And I say, use me, abuse me, just make sure you don't lose me. So we let them think, for goodness sake, never thinking it'd be a mistake. Oh, let it go. I'm not a liar, I'm not gonna deny. I've got love, ain't a liar, I'm not gonna deny. No, I'm not a liar, I'm not gonna deny. I've got love, ain't a liar, I'm not gonna deny. Well, I've got love, hey! I've got love, hate. I've got love. Ooh, I've got love, hate. Ooh, I've got love, hate. You think you're better than me, manipulating for luxury. So I wear my heart on my sleeve, 'cause you maggots are always hungry. Will burn. I'm not a liar, I'm not gonna deny. A liar, I'm not gonna deny. Well, I'm not a liar, I'm not gonna deny. I've got love, ain't a liar, I'm not gonna deny. Well, I've got love, hey! I've got love, hey! I've got love, hey! You gotta give them your love, baby, let go, hey! You gotta give them your love, baby, let go, let go! Thank you all so much. We hope to see you soon.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Love Hate by Modern Mimes out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This has been a great podcast. I just love this band. I love you guys for being here. Thank you so much for Modern Mimes. Thank you to the staff who's here. I'm in love with you guys. I just really love it.
Thank you, sir.
And we'd like to say thank you also. We're going to close it out here tonight. Thank you to especially to our listeners and our viewers. Thank you for sticking around with us. If you know anybody who missed this, they should know that they can go back and check it out. You can go to YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or Twitch and check any posts that we have done on this. Check the posts that we've done on this date. It's there. It's really great visually, and the music was just fantastic, and the audio, they tell me, is fantastic. It sounds awesome in here. Thank you to the sound man, the great Byron Gilcrease from North Garyville, for setting us up ahead of getting called away. Thank you to Peyton, our number one backup, who's at the switch there in the control room. Thank you to Kevin Gallagher of Live Kill from Fort Lauderdale via New Jersey. He is assisting on the tour. He's filling in on drums for some of the shows. He's an awesome drummer. He's going to be with the band for the whole tour, helping out, getting it going. I'd like to also say, again, back to here to Red. Red, welcome to the crew here at Radio House. We love having you here, and I couldn't be happier than to be working here next to you on this podcast, on this special night with this great man.
I'm actually very appreciative of it, and I was actually a little nervous kind of getting into it, but I'm glad that I got to know you guys a little beforehand before I interviewed you. I mean, I still was probably acting like a fool and gushing over you guys because you're just absolutely fabulous, amazing.
And again, thank you to Petra again. Thank you to
Yes.
Fatty's in Garyville. Thank you to Big Cheese Heating and Air Conditioning in Gramercy. Thank you to MK Music in the lobby. Thank you guys for bringing us Modern Mimes. And thank you, Modern Mimes. This has been totally just incredible. You guys have a great tour. Keep safe. Stay awesome. And then finally, just lastly, we'll let you know, next week we've got Elysian coming in the Studio A. Brand new rock group from right here in the Big Easy. A very talented young group of guys. And they have a really great sound. You'll definitely want to check that out. And then also coming in June on the 21st, we have Concrete Confetti. You guys know them. I've seen you and them play together, in fact. And they got brand new music out. It's really good stuff. Another show that you don't want to miss. Stay tuned. Modern Mimes. God bless you. We love you. Y'all be careful out there. We'll see you Thursday night. Good night to all you guys out there. For me and for Red, for the gang here at Modern Mimes, for the crew. God bless you and good night. We'll see you next time, next week. Good night.